are drawn towards the familiar. It is safe, reliable, but it can shackle us to the ordinary when in our souls we long to strike out to become something new. We started with a simple mantra. Dare to dream. Dare to challenge the expectations of what's come before. To embrace the unique, to put everything on the line. Only when we risk everything can we discover something truly special and redefine what it means to travel the stars. To explore the farthest reaches. To race on the cutting edge. To protect what you love. Say goodbye to the familiar and welcome the brand new Mustang, where risk meets reward.
And good evening once again for Star Citizens with Zap and GW. This is a MOG Nation broadcast on MOG Nation television. Good evening, GW.
Good evening. How are you?
Pretty good. Hey, let's jump right in this week and go over what's happening. First of all, version 1.1 is
Not
delayed.
Here.
So, yeah, look for that next week. They didn't quite catch it.
I guess it's a good thing because otherwise you'd probably just be staring at a blank loading screen because we couldn't get the game to come up. So.
Yeah, that's right. Meanwhile, while we talk about the news here, enjoy the flight of my intrepid Aurora LN. It's outfitted with the Operation Pitchfork paint job. And,
oh, nice! Did you get that?
Yeah,
get that paint
I
job?
did. Yeah, and I'll have just the M4 and M3 lasers loaded up, along with a set of rattlers to try to take down some stuff. So enjoy that in the background while we continue to talk about this week's stuff. Well, I think the biggest thing for the next week is the free test flight week. All flyable ships are available in Arena Commander for this next week. And along with that, I guess if you've got a South by Southwest ticket, they're allowing you into Arena Commander with free pass. So
Yeah, so get to fly for free and try out all the ships, except for the Gladius.
Yep.
I think they held off 1.1 solely so that they didn't have to put that on the list.
Drat.
Yeah.
I can't wait to fly that one. It looks really good. Well, let's see. A note about that, though. Since all of flyable ships are available in Arena Commander, that means they're all available on the ship loadout table. And it takes just a little bit longer for that loadout table to load, so just have a little patience while it does that.
Or you can spend more money and upgrade your computer.
Yeah, all this week.
Just solely for this week, because after that...
Oh, gosh. And also just keep in mind that the bug that is plaguing the mass drivers, 60mm drivers, if you're loading in ammo there, it will crash your client. So that's still there. So be careful with that.
Yeah, hopefully it fixes by next week's patch, though.
Yeah, that'd be 1.1, right?
Yep.
Oh, gosh. Moving on here, this is South by Southwest week. Festivities, I guess, started tonight. There was I guess, a live stream. I
totally missed that.
Yeah, I wasn't able to catch it. I thought I'd do a review, but I didn't even see it on their past broadcasts either. So we'll probably have to wait for an upload on that.
I'm pretty sure they sent out an announcement after that already happened, because I swear I didn't see that before.
And then I guess they are doing some festivities to close things out on Sunday. So um, hopefully we'll catch some streaming on that as well and some highlights of the show.
Yep.
And that's about it that's going on this week that I recall.
Yeah, I mean, there's not anything, I think, huge that happened, mostly just because they're in crunch mode and we've all just been waiting on 1.1, so it's just, because I think they were originally thinking it would happen this week. I think it was a pretty light week, although, if you haven't seen it, I think it dropped today, the Inside CIG music of Pedro Camacho, I think is how you pronounce that.
Uh-huh.
That was a pretty nice piece. I watched that a little bit ago. If you're into music, or if you just enjoyed the music of Star Citizen, it was a nice little interview done for it or by him. Just kind of apparently, because I didn't realize he does all the commercials. He's done pretty much all pieces of music for Star Citizen, so he does a really good job. Because I mean, even just the commercials alone have a wide breadth of different themes and stylistics of music. So it was interesting.
Yeah, we'll talk about that a little bit more here in just a second. I saw that Ace joined us in channel here, so I'm going to ambush him here, give him a few minutes to gather his thoughts about PAX East, and then we'll talk to him about it since he joined that.
That's right.
Anyway, back to the music and such on these commercials. We started out with the Mustang commercial on this broadcast. And the music, the sound, and more importantly to me, is the character modeling. You notice that that's all in-engine stuff that they're doing. It's not something they're doing cinematically. It's all in-engine, and just the animation of that character in that commercial kind of bodes well for me as far as what I'd like to see in the game. So just thought I'd like to point that out. But yeah, the music has always been spot on as far as what's happening in even Arena Commander. I can't wait to see and hear the rest of it, especially in Squadron 42.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
yeah,
Ace.
and on that, go ahead.
I was going to say, Ace, are you with us there?
Yeah, just give me like a minute or two.
There
Sure thing. Go ahead. What were you going to say about the music there?
Oh, I was going to say for the music, what was I going to say? Oh man, I totally just lost my train of thought now. This is what happens when you do live stream as opposed to pre-recorded. It'll come to me. Let's see here. Somebody say a joke.
Joke. Oh, wait.
No, not quite. No. But I felt like, the live recording that they kind of showed during the video of them doing the live orchestra of the main theme of Star Citizen, that was beautiful sounding. So if you haven't listened to that yet, check it out.
Okay. You had asked me earlier, just before the broadcast started, what the top speed of the Aurora is. I was wrong. I thought it was 100. It's a screaming 146.
Boom! See, I said 140. All right, Ace, you looks like you're ready then?
Yep.
All right. So
Tell us about PAX East.
Alright, so, you didn't miss anything on the show floor. I did not get to play first-person shooter, because they only left it up for a good 2 hours on Sunday, and then they decided to close it, go back to Arena Commander so they could get people through faster. Which makes no sense, because anyone who's interested in the game has probably backed it already.
right, they've already all played Arena Commander.
Plus, it's Fly Free weekend, so anyone that hasn't backed can go play on their computer as long as it's powerful enough.
Well, maybe they were having some other trouble too. Just never know. What about the presentation itself? What did you think about Chris Roberts? Yeah.
So I got there around, 5:35 or so. I met Chili in line. Met him for the first time. So yeah, I like him a lot. Good guy. So we got in, 5:45 or so, 10-15 minutes outside. Event itself didn't start till 7:30. Not surprisingly, 7:30 Eastern. That is an hour and a half late. So
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just going to say, those who are viewing, just wanted to draw your attention to the background there, watching the Aurora. The reason I actually did this flight this week is there was a couple of posts on the forum saying that the Aurora was obsolete compared to some other vehicles, but this actually holds its own in Arena Commander quite well as you watch that. So go ahead with the
Which is
PAX East.
surprising because Zap's style is like M50 boom and zoom. I need to go as quickly as possible all the time, and here he is racing along at 100 whatever clicks or miles per hour or whatever it is, meters per second.
Meters per second.
I don't know.
And it's meters per second, I believe.
Boom! Because it says MS right there. See? But yeah, here he is screaming along at that speed and doing really well.
But
Okay,
you could
go
say
ahead.
that, I was just gonna say that, the Aurora may be obsolete per se in Arena Commander, but in the Distant Universe, it will be stronger than the Hornet in, say, bringing cargo.
Versatility.
It'll have a longer range since it has a bed, and plus you have multiple variants, so it's not just the starter ship. It could be whatever. The MR is the nicer one, LX is the luxury one, and the Hornet's just dogfighting, good dogfighting. So
Yep.
it'll have its use.
Oh yeah, well with the Hornet in the Persistent Universe, the only way you're going to make money, I mean aside from the regular one which does have the big box, but I mean that's laughable cargo at best. That's kind of put your personal belongings in. But I mean aside from that, the only way you're going to make money with a Hornet in the Persistent Universe is by taking on combat missions, some kind of militia, type setting. You're not going to be able to deliver cargo. You're not going to be able to take the spoils of war because, go over and try to find the scraps and pick up stuff. There's no loot to be had. So stuff like that's just not going to happen. So you have to, I think people also it's easy to have that mentality of, okay, after a fight, I'm going to go loot all the bad guys, pick up the stuff, go sell it at the nearest place, and then rinse and repeat. You can't do that. This is all like, you'll do your mission, you'll go in, you get the credits you got paid to do that specific mission. That's it. That's all you get from that.
Yeah, my response to the thread was simply that, no, I'm keeping my Aurora because I really think that in the Persistent Universe, it's going to be my short hop hauler. My industrial vehicle. I think it's going to have enough of a cargo hold to really accommodate what you'll need to do locally.
That's kind of how I was wanting to have my 350R to be, because it's still, according to the stat, it was supposed to still have some cargo room. Now, they're going to have to do something with the 300 series to have it have any amount of cargo based upon,
That's getting a full redesign, isn't it?
That's what they said. I'm guessing it's going to be. I mean, it's going to kill the look of a 300 series, but my guess is it's just going to have an attachment similar to the Aurora, and where you just attach some big box to it, kind of thing. Because they're trying to also make everything uniform now. They're trying to have some kind of cohesive unit of measurement, and in order to do that, you either have to completely redesign the 300 series to do so, or just attach a cargo container to it and call it a day.
Well, I do like the fact that they are redoing some of those earlier ships, though.
Agreed.
I don't think they're going to compromise the 300 series too much.
No, they won't.
But it does need to have a standardized cargo system like the rest of the ships. It's going to make transferring cargo between ships a lot easier, I think, in the long run. If you start thinking about how are you going to transfer cargo out in space, it's definitely going to help out if we've got some standardized cargo containers as well. And I just wanted to shout out hello to Kel Tetsu in our channel tonight.
What up? Oh, so we totally got off track there. Ace, PAX, how was it?
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you've all seen the event, so it was great seeing it live, but you've all seen it. Anyway,
what was your guys' impressions of the animations?
Oh, they're so much nicer. Yeah, I wouldn't say personally it's the most important change to bring out now, but it's definitely a lot nicer with the motion capture.
Oh, good. You'll
then again, yeah.
I'll have
Those
one
are
less thing to
being-
complain about.
Yeah, it's certainly a little stiff in the hangar right now.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else? Any other impressions from PAX? Did you get to meet any of the devs or anything like that?
They ran off, unfortunately, and apparently Sunday Chris was on the show floor, but I never saw him. I would hop over to the Logitech booth once every hour or so, and I never saw him.
Huh.
But people did see him, so good for those that met him, got his autograph, shook his hand.
But they didn't hang out during, like, after the event or anything like that to talk with people?
We
Did
didn't.
the event kind of just end? Oh, you didn't. Okay.
We were gonna wait in line to do the combat against devs, but apparently the venue had been rented out for 10 p.m. So there was a finite time limit
Yikes! Yeah.
that we didn't really know about. So yeah, it started at 7:30, probably ended at like 8:15. So they would have had us kicked out by 9 at the absolute latest, and the line was probably more than 45 minutes long. So
Man,
if we wanted to do FBS there, then we would have had to been at the front of the stage, so we could have been first in line.
Yeah, that seems rushed to me. Oh.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a departure from what they've done in the past. It sounds like.
Right. I mean, the couple events that I've gone to, they've just been like, they are like pretty much the last ones to leave. Like, it's like, and there's still tons of people there. Like, I'm leaving at like midnight, and there's still people there, kind of thing.
No, I wish it was that way, but I suppose given the fact that they had all of PAX to hang out, which they didn't, but that could have been the rationale. I'm sure Chris was on panels and whatnot all day, but I didn't go to any, or I didn't see any that he was in.
Okay, the burning question on the forums this week, as it is most weeks, is pirates versus non-pirates, or what I'd like to call industrialists. So let's talk about that. No. Hey, don't get me started on that. Well, maybe you want to, but I'll hold off on that. Okay, so here we go. I'll just put out a statement out here, and then let's talk about it. When a pirate player, let's call him Kane, attacks another player in the game, let's call him Abel.
You're already setting this up to be like...
Kane has affected the gameplay of Abel. Kane may be having his version of fun, no matter if it's fun for Abel or not. Kane's just out there having fun. And this is the basic issue of the clash between pirates and industrialists. The nature of PvP gameplay is to destroy, whereas the nature of PvE gameplay is typically to create. This is, of course, black and white, and there's all sorts of in-betweens there, but it's the basic crux of the conflict between PvP and PvE. Most players actually fall somewhere in the middle, but there will always be a tug-of-war between the two camps. Okay, to create, a player generally has a more detailed agenda of gameplay when he logs in and has a lot of a series of things to accomplish. Whereas Kane, when he logs in, he's got one thing on his mind. Let's go out and let's see what we can pillage and destroy. Okay, so I'm not going to say that one gameplay is better than the other, because both Kane and Abel have signed up for the same game, and
that allows you to do both things.
That allows you to do both things. So there's no right or wrong here, but that's my take on piracy versus industrialists.
See, here's the problem. I think we're all going to be on the same page here. So I could play devil's advocate if you want, but no. I mean, because honestly, though, I do agree with that sentiment. I mean, ultimately, and here's the thing too. I think the whole argument that's been raging on the forums since the dawn of time, since the dawn of the internet. I think that was like the first online debate, but it's all a moot point because, well, possibly, we don't know for certain, but it could potentially all be a moot point if the systems that they have already talked about are implemented in the way that they have talked about them. You're not going to get, I mean, sure, every now and then, the system's not going to be perfect. You're going to log on, you're going to go into some system, and even though you've set your PvP, PvE slider all the way to PvE, and you just want to go mine in peace, well, if you go out into the fringes where that's not going to matter, chances are you're going to run into other players. Or, even if you don't go out into the fringes, the system may roll the dice, and if you don't have any friends in the area, you don't have any guild mates in the area, you have no persons of interest in the area, and there's no other PvE players that have the same type of slider set to you like you do, it's very possible the server might just consolidate down the instances within that area, which means that you might get paired with a pirate. You know,
Yep.
that just might happen. So, you know, the system's not going to be perfect, but the system is put in place to try and minimize you getting put into scenarios that are counterproductive to your type of gameplay. On the flip side, though, and I'm almost done, and I'll get off my soapbox.
That's right.
On the flip side, though, so you don't want to PvP. Well, you know what? In this day and age, you can make that AI so gosh darn good that it's better than the players. And there may be instances which you would have rather had a player that you could exploit and get away from, as opposed to some amazingly perfected AI that can kick your butt. But that is a pirate that's specifically there because they want to also not just make it boring and make it too easy for you to get everything that you want. So just because you don't want to play PvE doesn't mean you're not going to come across pirates.
Yeah. Well, I have to say that given my experience in that other game, EVE Online, which is typically most people's go-to choice when they start talking about piracy.
That is the griefer game.
Steve,
Not just pirate, that is the griefer game. Like that,
yeah,
there's a, and
the
I know there's
poster
a
child
differentiation
for that, yeah.
between the two, but you know that one leans heavily.
I'm not looking for a lot of insulation from PvP. Yeah, of course, there is no insulation really in EVE, but I'm not really looking for too much insular gameplay, because generally some of the best memories that I have is fighting off pirates, frankly. And it's what we can do as industrialists to counteract what pirates can do. It takes a lot more planning, making sure that you've got assets in place, making sure that you've done your scouting and have scouts available for you when you're out doing an operation, especially if there's multiple players involved. But it takes a lot of additional planning, and that to me is rather exciting, especially if you do get attacked and your plan comes together flawlessly. So I'm not looking at a lot of the slider stuff, I guess.
Yeah, no, and I hear you. But the other thing, too, is that I think needs to be considered is, I mean, they're also trying to put in, from what they've talked about, systems in place that, because like you said, a PvE player has to do a lot of planning. There's a lot that goes into it. Whereas a pirate is just like, I'm going to go out and find some loot. You know, let's go see who I can, beat down and take from. So to counteract that imbalance, I guess you could call it, they're putting systems in place that is also kind of discouraging pirating. They're definitely putting in place systems that discourage griefing, you know.
Yes.
But on the flip, but to take it, back from that, so we don't need to worry about that. I think that's something that we're not going to have to worry too much about. But in the aspects of pirating, they're still putting in things that are basically, you're not going to be able to just go out and be like, I'm going to go pirate today. You know, it's going to be hard because you're gonna go and you have to make sure that the people you are attacking, are not too well armed, because if they are, it's not going to be, even if you win, it may not be worth it in the long run. Just because you won doesn't mean you won, because you're doing pirating to make a profit, just like they're going out mining or something to make a profit. So you got to make sure you pick a target that you can beat down with minimal resistance and with the best loot possible, and that's not going to be easy.
if a pirate or a PvP player has to put in as much planning to be a pirate as an industrialist does to be successful at that,
Exactly.
all I would have to say then is well played if I get blown up. It's well played.
Exactly. So I agree. So that's, I think, the key there is that you really need to make it so that you have to be able to do the equal amount of planning to make a successful run or a successful haul, regardless of the profession you choose. A lot of times, people go the pirating or griefing or bad guy route solely because it's easier. It's the fastest way to the best amount of loot in a lot of games, and that's the problem.
There's no retribution for it.
None. There's no consequences. There's there's nothing. So it's like, why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And so then it just turns into a massive, PvP, gank fest.
What will happen, though, with the way things are being set up, is going to be similar, I think, to what happens in Eve, and that is pirates will be banned to the fringes of space. And the fringes of space is where the most enterprising industrialists want to be because that's the best stuff.
Because that's the most, yeah.
So, yeah.
Which is fine. I mean, it's fine. If it gets relegated to that, it gets relegated to that. And you know what? It's just when you go out there to mine, be prepared. Bring an escort. Or 2. Or 5.
It bothers me as much to hear somebody saying, why would you attack my defenseless freighter?
Because it's defenseless.
Yeah, because it's defenseless, you goofball.
And I'm not a pirate. This is coming from somebody who would rather do, like, if I'm going to do combat, it's going to be more honorable combat, or I'm going to do exploration, or I'm going to be some crew member on a mining ship. Those things sound more fun to me than being a pirate. But
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I mean, pirates got to have their place, and I can't wait to blow them up. So
yeah. Hopefully, they'll be our excitement.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not a huge PvP player either. I mean, I'll do it from time to time, but it's not my game of choice on a daily basis. It's to do PvP. But I mean, it's got its place, and honestly, even though PvP is not my prime choice, it has definitely been the best gaming moments in my gaming history.
Well, I have to say that right now, anybody who is concerned about their ability to fend off pirates, you've got a golden opportunity right now to jump in Arena Commander at your leisure and learn how to fly, both in PvE mode as well as PvP. And that's what I have to say to you is jump in there, mix it up, because there's absolutely no downside to it. It won't cost you a thing. Just jump in your ship, get in there, and pull the trigger.
Right?
You'll learn.
Oh yeah.
So, and that will take the edge off of the whole, oh my gosh, what should I do when it comes time to actually defend yourself?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, jump in there, get used to it now, while it's quote unquote free to do. Okay, well that's it for piracy, unless there are some other comments you want to make there.
I think I was on my soapbox for long enough.
All right, how about if we jump into some Arena Commander and maybe do some Battle Royale.
All right.
I think we can get that accomplished tonight.
I think so. This patch has been out long enough to where I think it's stabilized itself. Although my game crashed, so it's currently loading up right now, but I should be good to go in just a minute here. What do we want to do, though? Like Battle Royale, do we want to do any kind of ships, or we just do whatever? I mean, we have all the ships to choose from.
Well, I'd say let's all jump in the same or similar type of ship, load it out the way you want, and go from there. Frankly, I'd like to see us do the battling Auroras.
I'm down with it. Doesn't matter which Aurora.
Ace, Kalan, you in?
Yeah, as long as I can do whatever loadout I want.
Yeah, load it out the way you want. I'll bring my mighty Aurora LN. Let's just mix it up.
Swapping the hull for a Hornet is not changing your loadout.
I understand. But swapping the crappy M3As out for actual weapons. Switching out my loadout.
Yeah, I don't know though. To do that, I mean, is the power plant good enough on Aurora to handle?
I have no idea. I've never flown an Aurora.
I'm afraid, like, if I put on a bunch of, Badger repeaters, it's just gonna burn itself out after like 5 shots.
Oh,
Oh, go ahead and give
that'll
it a
be an
shot.
interesting strategy, won't it?
Yeah. Yeah. So basically, just don't miss.
If you're
Exactly.
me. If you're you can miss all you want because you have Gatlings rather than cannons.
Yeah, but if I have 5 shots, it kind of negates the point. Man, I cannot wait until they streamline the loading process, because let me tell you, I have solid state drops, and this is just painful.
Yep. 2 minutes at least. Maybe 2.5 or...
It's really the only reason for my ad lib.
Scanning.
Alright. I'm in.
No.
Stand by.
Do you have retaliators too? Because it's apparently in hangar now.
It is, for the PTU, though.
Yeah, PTR
Right.
only.
I've seen pictures of it on Reddit. Pretty awesome. Of course I saw it at PAX too. So
Right.
It's not new. But I've always needed to start my game with my joystick plugged in, and I didn't need to do that.
Oh
Or
crap,
I didn't do that. Oh, I might have to reboot. Oh jeez, look at all these ships.
Yeah, my son borrowed my joystick.
Oh,
I'm gonna have to restart the game all over again, ain't I?
That's all right. You got time.
Yeah.
Well, I can
I'm-
always try it with the gamepad. It's on. That would really suck.
Hey, I think Phil actually is in here, dude. Look at that. He's not asleep.
I was gonna head there, and then I realized I'd probably be laying there for 2 hours before I fall asleep anyway.
So, why do that when you can be Arena Commander?
That's right.
That's my justification.
Suicide. It's just fun driving to you guys.
I don't know if I can put my. Oh, I can. Okay. I have to swap out the mounts, but it looks like I can put my Panthers. Oh my gosh, these things are comically large on the Aurora.
Yeah, it'll take size 3 guns on the wing.
Oh, this is happening. Oh my gosh. They are so large on this ship. All right, 4 Panthers. We're doing this.
I had
You can put them on the nose.
Commander, I couldn't stand it.
Okay, GW, when everybody's loaded in, why don't you go ahead and get us started up? I think you've got everybody on your friends list.
Yep, I do.
Which, by the way, note to devs. Let's see if you can give us a way to add an entire organization to our friends list at the same time.
Right?
Hallelujah.
We need organization implementation.
That should be coming in 2.0.
Well, I hope so.
It should be coming in like 1.2
No, I
with
mean
the social
Orgs
module because
2.0.
it's social.
Contact.
Is Orgs 2.0 getting dropped with the
1.2, the social module? I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait, 1.3 social. I'm sorry. 1.2 is
Right.
FPS.
Okay. So let's see if I can get it.
All right, so I'm- Did we lose Ace? Or did I miss that conversation?
I think he's reloaded.
Oh, okay, yeah, it shows him disconnecting and reconnecting about 3
I
dozen times.
keep getting, yeah.
And there he goes again. I keep getting... Oop.
Am I still here?
Yeah, you are.
Yep.
Okay.
Let me know when you guys are ready for an invite.
No, I see
Zap
what I
is
did.
set.
I had 2 windows of Mumble open at the same time.
Okay, Zap sent an invite.
I'm still reloading
Oh, no worries.
my hangar.
Let's see, I've got the LN. We'll stick to Broken Moon because Zap's colorblind. Caitlin,
Okay.
are you ready for an invite?
I am looking at my key bindings and such right now. You know, I'm having a devil of a time scrolling.
No excuses.
Yeah, it's a little bit rough there. Just make sure when you load in that you go ahead and select your Aurora.
Yeah, whichever
No,
version you want.
I get a handicap.
Okay, Aurora LN.
There you go. That's your handicap.
Okay. Yeah, throw an invite my way, I guess.
Okay.
Wait, let me get in Arena Commander first. It should.
Wait, what? You don't really need to get into that for me to send you an invite.
Oh, really?
Just do it from the hangar.
Okay,
Yeah, you
well,
just be...
send
Are
away.
you ready?
I'll be ready in a few minutes, hopefully. I just want to check my loadout.
Okay, sure.
Alright.
So I can be in an Avenger.
By Avenger, if you mean Aurora, then yes.
Oh, I haven't tricked any of these out yet. I'll just follow. What's the military one? Is it the MR?
The
LN.
LN.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
The one me and Zap have selected.
Alrighty.
LX
Well,
is pretty similar too, just with,
this is just
leather
a
seats.
standard build then.
Okay. You'll have
I wish you
a
could
couple of
choose your
M3
loadout
lasers
from this
and
screen.
some bulldogs, I think, on there. This is standard.
Yeah, the 007s, they'd be. Yeah, I'm gonna suck so bad.
For shields.
Oh, you'll do all right.
Alert. Systems overheating. Shields.
Alright, I guess I'm as good as I'm gonna get.
Alright. I don't know, I have a feeling that
Scanning.
I'm gonna burn out my power supply.
Stand by. Scanning.
Okay,
We will
so if GameWiz is after you, dodge until he burns out his capacitor.
Wait, in other games you guys haven't been dodging? No wonder.
Okay, Ebsahim. There we go. Aurora
He's
LN.
in.
So we're just waiting for one more.
Ace.
Mm-hmm.
Once he gets his laptop to boot up.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna change my loadout if he's still getting in game.
Yeah, go ahead.
How do you scroll through the list of ships?
just use
Using
my
the
mouse
mouse wheel can work, but sometimes it's a little bit touchy there. So just make sure you're pointing at one before you start scrolling.
Welcome to
Yeah.
Industries. Enjoy the ride. System check.
Or are you talking about the loadout table?
Scanning.
Yeah, that table.
Just drag. It'll pull the list.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I see. There we go.
We still never did our Aurora race. We'll have to do that like next Friday or something.
Yeah.
We did a Hornet race a while back. That was fun.
Yeah, that was fun.
That Hornet race was interesting.
Should do a Cutlass race.
Oh, there you go. Just drifting through every turn Oh, that would be awful. Looking forward to getting back in my 350R with 1.1.
Oh,
I don't think
yeah.
I've been in it since Arena Commander V1.
I really do want to get back
Busted
to
since then.
doing some racing. I haven't done it in a while.
Yeah.
And it really does help you with maneuvering in Arena Commander 2.
What's that?
Doing racing.
Oh, yeah.
You're pretty quiet.
I get
Yeah,
that
Phil.
all the time. It's this stupid headset.
It's alright.
I really need to get a new one.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Alright, wait, didn't we have 4 people in here?
Yeah,
No.
Cal dropped to change his loadout.
Alright, I'm ready for an invite.
Yeah, I gotta find a good size 1 weapon for the undercarriage.
You're not going to find a good size one if that's what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Or do you mean
I
class
put
one?
007.
Yes, size 1.
007s
the
are the
07s?
best size ones you're probably going to get then.
Alright. What about the broadsword? That no good?
No, it's the 11 series.
I have 111. Oh, that's a size 3.
Right, I'm like, they're okay, but Sledge 2s are a little bit better, but I think Sledge 2s are also size 2.
I have a
they've got the
couple of
ammo
neutron
problem.
cannons I can try.
Oh, those are slower than snot. They're not good
I
right now.
know. Yeah, they need to be sped up. Last time I used them was, it's like, I should never have paid cash for these.
Yeah, they
are
were
flying
good.
Auroras, though. It's not like I'm zipping around in my M50.
This is true. Yeah.
Are there 227s anywhere on any default loadout?
Contact.
I don't think so. I don't think they're on any ship that you can buy.
Not anymore.
Radar contact. Collision alert.
I have my LN with 4 Panthers on them. We'll see how that goes.
I was waiting for you to fire like one shot and blow
Just
up.
one big boom, and then sparks fly.
Warning. There are multiple hostiles inbound.
Kayla.
Stand by.
Kayla.
I'm coming.
Want an invite?
Oh yeah, feel free to invite. I'll be
Okay.
right there.
Table?
Okay, I'm going to switch over to live.
No, I'm disengaging right now.
Yeah, the only alternative weapons I have were my 2 Omni.
Sending invite.
So
I've got Omni 6s on my wings.
We see
Bulldog.
everybody switch to
Ah.
ready. Caleb select his ship.
I crashed.
No!
and this is why we're still in alpha.
Yeah.
Let's
I think
go.
we
Wait
put
on-
that.
Yeah.
I think we put out that disclaimer every stream.
If anybody had clicked ready, go ahead and click not ready.
I won't launch anyways. Although somebody else might have to invite Caleb when he comes back in because I already sent the invite.
I'll have to redo the table, won't I?
Yes.
Did you modify your layout?
I did. It saved the table. I mean, I exited from the table. Does it?
It's not going to save it.
Yeah. I wish it would.
What did you go with?
Something to be fixed.
I went with two badgers, 2 bulldogs.
Gotcha. Well, I don't think they really have any persistent setup right now. If you've been reading the Ask a Dev operations thread stuff, a lot of it's really technical, but you're gonna get some good information about back-end systems from it. One of the things is like persistent wise, they are very they sound even beyond pre-alpha if there is such a thing in regards to that kind of stuff. I mean, they're just conceptualizing it still.
I was thinking that 1.1 was supposed to have a little bit of persistence as far as our loadouts go.
Oh, really?
Well, there's going to be multiplayer free flight, and you can land on that landing pad and get out and walk into
Yeah,
each
I'm
other's
talking about
ships.
persistence as in saving loadouts,
Um,
um, saving like things that you've. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like because as of right now, everything that has us saved is saved in the sense of it's saved to your account. There's nothing persistence about when you log in, when you drive your buggy around, or when you change your loadouts, or when you do anything like that. Any kind of changes, they get reset the second you log out and log back in.
Exactly.
So there's no persistent side to it.
no,
I
if they
thought
just
I saw that in
saved,
the 1.1 notes. Obviously, that's subject to change, but I thought they said there was going
Huh.
to be a little bit of persistence in there.
Interesting.
if they just saved my keybinds, I'd be happy.
They do. Just take
Yeah,
your
you
key
can.
bindings out before you patch, so it doesn't erase them. So if you know there's a patch, don't log in. Go into your user folder first. Take out your key bindings, save them to your desktop. Wait, do the patch, and then load them back in.
If they use the same format, yeah.
If they do,
But can't you export your key bindings and then
you can. But the problem is that
re-import them later?
no, that I thought that once, and it reset everything, and I was very mad.
Oh,
When
I'm
you-
in.
When you export,
Let me get my
it
table
actually,
ready.
Alright.
puts the name of your export file in the list for you to select. There's no real import in.
Hey, they have the invite button reset. That's amazing. I can re-invite Caleb. I thought that you couldn't do that. But yeah, so it'll be nice once you get some persistence on this thing. Hopefully it comes with 1.1. That'll be nice.
But let's take a look at a real comparison between what Arena Commander currently is and a game that's been out there for a little over a year now, called World of Warplanes. Now,
But you're about to say World of Warcraft, and I was like, are you
Nope.
kidding me right now?
World of Warplanes. And the parallel I want to make is both of them are arena combat. Okay.
Yep.
In World of Warplanes, there's a progression where you get experience and money to advance from the biplanes up to the Korean era jets. Okay, and of
Right.
course you can fly any plane that you want between any of those tiers. There's no real progression for Arena Commander and Star Citizen. Pretty much, if you have the credits in game to buy the ship, of course, then
Ready for invite.
you can do that. But the mechanics of the two flight systems, we are well ahead, feature-wise, in Arena Commander than what
Oh, yeah.
Warplanes has to offer. Just so you know that one is a finished game and the other is a alpha prototype.
Right?
Not to mention they're completely
Okay.
different.
All right, hey, Zap, do you want to hit ready, and we can keep talking while we're loading?
Ready?
All right, here we go. I agree. I've played all three. I've played, yes, there's three. Arena Commander, World of Warplanes, and War Thunder.
Yeah.
War
Yes.
Thunder was actually the first one I played. First, War Thunder and World of Warplanes, even then, they have a pretty vast difference between them. I actually think War Thunder has more feature-complete stuff involving it. Granted, this stuff I played, both of them I played a while ago.
Yeah.
Year and a half ago, minimum, maybe 2 years. So my perspective on them may be a little skewed, but War Thunder had more involved in terms of like the planes you can fly, as well as the realism aspect. War Thunder is way more about the realism, accurate flight models. If you wanted to, they also had like more of a arcade mode. But even still, the arcade mode of War Thunder was nothing compared to the arcade, or just the basic flight of World of Warplanes. World of Warplanes is heavily arcade and gamey, which if that's your thing, no problem there. The other problem that I found, which is why I never played them for very long, because I'm all about my joystick, and if you played a joystick in those, you lost. Period.
Yeah.
Maybe they've changed it.
Well, I jumped in there, World of Warplanes here, a little over a week ago, just to see what the changes would be, and I'm more used to a HOTAS setup than I used to be anyway. And it is the same thing. If you have your flight control set up like a regular airplane, keyboard mouse is going to beat you.
Well, because you have that carrot stick mentality. There's no flying involved.
However, if you do like most of us here in Arena Commander do, and have your roll set up on your pedals rather than twist on your stick, or I'm sorry.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, it is a lot closer to targeting with a mouse. So try that.
Interesting.
It feels a little weird,
Welcome to Roberts
and you have
Space
to be careful
Industries.
because
Enjoy the ride.
you can
System
crash.
check. Radar contact.
Okay, here we go.
Standby. Scanning. Radar
Figures my key bindings would reset themselves really quick. There we go.
Yeah, my G13 seems to be fighting my stick right now.
Radar contact.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I have to say right now, the HUD layout of this Aurora is amazing.
Yeah, I like.
I love it. And me switching my weapon groupings, way easier. I haven't flown an Aurora since like 0.0 or 0.9.
Yeah, I flew an Aurora in basically the very beginning of Arena Commander because that was the ship I had.
Radar contact.
I do not like the RSI voice though.
No. I really need to get better at that. Well, we crashed.
Welcome to Roberts Space Industries. Enjoy the ride. System check.
Yeah, you hit me once with that
Standby.
word out.
Scanning.
That was bad.
Radar contact.
Hopefully, I made a tough target on the first pass.
Radar contact. Standby. Scanning.
All right, 150, man. Watch out now.
Standby. Scanning. Radar contact. Radar contact.
All right, I'll catch up to you guys in about 10 minutes.
Scanning. Radar contact.
You can tell I'm used to something other than the Aurora.
Radar contact.
We all want
Used to my M50 with its speed.
Standby. Scanning.
Plus, it's been so long since I played, I really don't remember any controls.
Nice.
Target acquired.
Destroyed
Something
me.
happened. The XGI error. Oh, my game crashed. Awesome.
Uh-oh.
Oh well.
Scanning. Radar contact. Alert. Systems overheating. Stand by for shields.
I think Zap's spinning out of control there.
Shield.
Oh!
Yes, I was. He cut collapse.
I was waiting for you. I was trying to sneak up on you.
Oh, I got a hit.
Space Industries. Enjoy the ride. System check. Standby. Scanning. Radar contact. Radar contact. Radar contact.
That was kind of cool. As you were blasting me, I lost complete control of my UI. Like, I couldn't see anything.
Nice.
And now I've got no idea where you went.
Oh! Oh, he's coming full speed.
Oh, I saw
Caleb.
that. I got a
I'm like,
ringside
I'm
seeing
turning
that.
around, like, after I killed Phil, and here's Caleb barreling at me in full 150. You know, I'm like, wait, he's coming right at me. I'm like, boom, died. I didn't have any time to react.
Yeah.
That's just how he rolls.
Stand by. Scanning. Radar
My Omni
contact.
6s actually work surprisingly well on this.
Stand by.
Yeah, it only took it down about 10% power every shot.
I had to go across the whole map just to reach you guys, and then what do? Crash.
Stand by.
Game crash, or you hit an asteroid crash?
Oh, I hit Game Whiz crash.
Yeah, he just went straight into me. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Well, if you think about it, it's only 75% of the speed of the Hornet, so it's not that slow.
No, it's not. It sure feels like it, though.
Oh yeah.
Apparently that
I guess I've
50
been
meters
playing the
per second
Cutlass
makes
a
all the
lot,
difference.
So that's 180, so it's even less of a difference.
Oh!
That hurt.
Enjoy the ride. System check.
It's like the
I don't even know how
missiles
to fire
dodge for a second
missiles.
because if you're, Whoa! Did we run into each other again?
Stop crashing into me.
I ducked down too. I thought we missed, and all of a sudden, like, it lagged for a second, and then I was floating in the air. And I was
I
like,
think
wait,
we
what?
both dodged in the same direction.
Did you go up or down?
I went up.
I went down.
No way.
Yeah, I watched us pass each other. That's how I was like, oh, we made this, and then all of a sudden, we died. I wonder if there was a slight lag or something, so we both thought we passed. In
Well,
time,
maybe
but we
my
didn't.
up was your down. I
Or
don't know.
that.
Radar contact.
But yeah, Phil, the missiles they did dodge with your countermeasure, and then they reacquired you. It was great.
Really?
Yeah, I watched it
Not
happen.
so
They
great for me.
moved out of the way from do the countermeasure, and then they reacquired the target.
Quiet.
That's probably part of the new signature system.
Maybe.
Rear shields damaged. Collision risk. Front shields damaged. Alert. Front shield. Rear shields damaged. Stand by.
Whoa! Nicked the wing there. Oh dear.
Nice collision.
My missiles are not firing.
Oh, I got a kill.
Whoa.
Oh, GW, you got that kill. Bad GW.
You're
Oh, you clipped my wing.
See that?
I-
saw it.
We collided twice. Caleb collided into you, and then I collided into you. He knocked your spill. These are tough
Did
little
you?
ships.
Yeah, they are. I really like.
They're a lot more fun than I remember them being. Maybe because we're all in them. Like, against Hornets, this probably wouldn't be so fun.
Contact.
Whoa! Missile hit. Oh, that hurt. I thought I dodged it. Oh man, I've lost some thrusters here. Can this ship eject?
I don't know.
I don't think it can.
Aurora? No, no way.
What's the self-destruct button?
Shift backspace.
That hurt.
Shift
Not even
backspace
sure what happened.
is not working.
Same.
Come on, Caleb, I've got nothing. Just kill me already.
My guns are so overheated right now. I can't do anything.
You know, I still have yet to use my voice.
Do a barrel roll.
This is embarrassing.
Oh, I started doing my barrel roll. Now I can't stop doing it. I'm losing. I have so many missing thrusters. Whoa!
Stand by for shields. Emitting alert. Radar contact. Stand by for shields.
See if I can. I'm
I
trying to
got
commit
one.
suicide here.
Took 3 of my missiles, but
I can't even hit an asteroid with this thing. I'm circling around it. Oh, there we go. Killed
Good
myself.
job.
Apparently, I'm the only one who can kill myself.
I was coming for you.
I had no weapons. I could get like one shot and then I overheat again.
I don't
and
want
I had one
excuses. I
missing.
want results.
There you go.
Okay, I'm really missing my Aurora now.
We really gotta stop doing that.
Uh-oh. My ship's not working. Oh, there we go.
Welcome to Robert's
Yeah, I'm in pretty rough shape after that collision.
Override. System check.
I'll help you out, Hob.
Stand by. Scanning. Radar contact.
Uh-oh. I think I might have just crashed.
Hey, join the club.
Woo! I was winning! Darn it!
Of course you were.
Target acquired.
But I never end up actually winning because I crash. Yep. Star Citizen has stopped working. Killing me, Star Citizen. You're killing me.
I'm pretty much spinning uncontrollably. I have like wall-call thrusters.
So who's
My
winning
port
now?
side thruster won't stop firing.
Whoever was in second. Not having much.
I cannot control my ship at all.
Target acquired. Collision alert.
At that point, just crash it into an asteroid and get a new ship.
Target acquired. Stand by.
Is it just me though, or do the missiles take a long time to fire? Even though it looks like maybe they're locked on.
It does seem like they have a really long firing animation, but that's probably just part of firing. I mean, it doesn't-
Yeah, I
Away.
this ship is not as durable as I would like.
Well, the starter ship for a reason.
I think Zap's in the lead right now. He's being way too quiet.
Probably.
Silent but deadly. That's a fun little ship. He's a tough bugger.
Stand by. Front shields down. Flare clear. Flare empty. Stand by for shield. Front shield.
That's cheating, Caleb.
Is it?
Stand by.
Yes, yes it is.
Oh,
You interrupted our dogfight.
That's the name of the game, isn't it?
I
I wanted
evaded
that
all
kill,
of his
though.
missiles. It's going after him, and here he comes zooming in.
That's not true. One of my missiles hit.
Oh, did it? Finally?
Oh,
Yeah,
but yeah,
I
I,
got like
Zap,
700
I saw your
points
ship
off it.
rock sideways, like, and take a huge hit. Had to have been a missile.
Radar contact.
Missiles seem to be the only thing I can hit with.
Radar contact.
This is why I'm not planning to be a dogfighter.
Target acquired.
You're coming after me. That's not fair.
Life isn't fair.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't intend to fire all 4 missiles at you point blank.
You did. You got me good.
Whoops! I'm so sorry with that. That
Shields max. Radar
was a
contact.
beautiful shot too.
I blasted you and then immediately got blasted by Zap.
Radar contact. Stand by. Scanning.
Well, you must have already been damaged for me to get a kill from that.
No, I was fresh. You hit me with some missiles.
I'm gonna start loading my ships with only missiles. Can I overload a ship with missiles and take away all my guns? Can that be an option in the reactor?
Are we stuck?
Rear shields damaged.
Crap, I've lost all my left and right control.
Damaged. Stand by for shields. Shields max.
Did you guys interlock or something a minute
We
ago?
did, yeah.
That's funny.
I'm spinning out of control here. My ship is hurt bad.
Somehow I caught up to you guys.
It's because I'm not in there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Rear shields damaged. Stand by.
We can't all be pro dog fighters though.
Stand by for shields.
Can we keep this?
Scanning. Rear shield damaged. Flare away.
Did you guys see that video Breeza posted the other day with the dogfighting video? Oh man, I'm gonna have to ask him to post it on the forums because that was it was a really nice video of some organization kind of showing off their dogfighting capabilities.
I remember
well,
him seeing that. I remember
Yeah.
seeing that, but I never watched it. Is
Well
it like an
organized.
hour long?
No, it's only like 7 minutes.
Okay, I remember watching a video, an hour-long video, once on dogfighting and the
Oh, wow.
mechanics of it.
No, this was more just them showcasing them like in action, so to speak.
Stand by.
Lots of coordination. Different strategies they employed. It was really nice.
So
Going against a
we're
team like that in the PU will be tough.
Well, we've got at least 2 years to get ourselves coordinated.
plenty of time to learn who can fly and who can't.
Oh, everyone can fly, just not dogfighter, you hire an escort. You gotta do stuff. Hey guys, still in your first match.
Yeah, it looks like they're almost done. A few seconds left.
I survived that.
I think it's time to pick a new ship.
Ah, I lost.
Nice. Well done.
7 deaths, 5 kills.
And you won?
I lost.
Even I beat him.
Oh, you lost. Oh, okay. They you said you won.
No. I was by
I went
points, I
4
guess.
and 10. Most of my points were for missile hits, though.
Yeah, I guess those don't count.
Yeah, it all goes by the point system, I think.
Okay,
Or at
well,
least it used to.
Missile hit
I'm
was
going
like
to
700
wind down the
800
stream here
points.
real quick. I'll be right back with you.
Alrighty.
Okay, for Zap GW, this is MOG Nation signing out for the week.
See you later.